You're alright, my name's Brian Jar, and today I'm going to do a video using this silicone scraper trowel. So you've got some caulking to do, masticing, that's what I call it. Got this little U-tool. See how good it is, yeah? See if it's better than using the old finger method, alright? So if anyone who's not seen it, it's one of these. I've never used one of these before, so let's see how we get on, eh? This is what it is. So this bit is what you'll use. So let's say this is your line of caulk down here. You use that and then you'll spread it like that. You have different shape heads with it as well. So obviously the bigger the masticing you're doing, I've done fireproofing. I used to do fireproofing. We'd have some big fire stops and reduce mastic. Because they weren't really to the eye, so you didn't really have to make, they didn't have to look nice, if you know what I'm saying. They were mainly kind of behind stuff. They were like fire gap stuff. But obviously when you're using like painting where you can see, like say I'm doing like the skirting of the bathroom here, you want it to look nice because it's visible to the eye if anyone can see it who uses your facilities or whatever. So we'll give it a look, and then on the other side you've got the scraper to dig out the old stuff. I mean, it looks handy, and then it's got this thing here, like kind of another kind of scraper thing here, and then you pull it out. I mean, fair play to them. Let's see what it's like, eh? People who haven't used silicone before, so you'll get a tube like that, standard thing, and it'll come with a nozzle thing, like that, and that's the thing here. Right, if you can see up close there, you've got 3 rings here. What I find the best is to cut. Leave yourself 2 up. You want to give yourself something for your nozzle to screw on. Sometimes you cut it too low, there's nothing for it to go in, and then it pings off and stuff like that. So obviously cut it as comfortable up the top as you can. I find the best way to do is hold it there and then your thumb behind, go slow, particularly if your Stanley is really sharp, and then just kind of just rinse it in there and kind of just slide it around, turn it in your hand, there you go, and then that's off, right? Bang, right off. So as you can see there, give yourself some few rings. Now this is the nozzle, this is a nozzle hat. And then you've got a plastic nozzle that will sit down on like that. Now, the way I like, that's just got a little hole there, can you see that? I like having that flat and diagonal. So what I'm going to do, as you can see, I'm going to come up like that. I'm going to shave it off, just so it gives me a bigger kind of, when I spray it out. See, do it to your body, pull the knife and pull it up, so you want it diagonal. Remember, be careful, so like that. So can you see the nozzle now? Nozzle's like that. I like it like that, get more out of it, come along, alright? So that's the way I'm going to have mine shooting out, so it's going to be pointing out like that, yeah? So it's like airplane. This is your caulking. So when it's like that, so you hold the button like that and you pull it up, this tube comes up. So then you get your tube, you position it in, like I said, I want mine on positioning like that, and then using that, you push it through your belly, like that, so it's nice and tight. So you want it like this, and spin it round, and then give it a little press, just tighten it in, and then we're ready to go, right? Need a dry one. This is where you're going to wipe the excess residue off. And you want a wet one. This is where you're going to clean your finger. You're sliding it along. Makes it gets really messy and it gets really sticky. Obviously we're going to try it with the tool, but the tool also needs to be wiped. So have a real wet one and a dry one. So dry one to wipe it off. That wants just to keep things clean, yeah? We're going to start here underneath the toilet and we're going to work our way down. We're going to give this little tool a little crack. Let's give it a go and see how it goes. Like I said, wet cloth, dry cloth, right? Right, so you want to give it a couple of pumps and then it will start coming out, okay? So give it a squeeze, you'll see it start coming out the tube. Remember, I had that nozzle pointing down where you want to go. Right, don't go too crazy with it. Can you see it? It's starting to come out. Going along. Alright, press that button, that stops all the mastic coming out. Right, this is where you get the dry cloth, wipe that away, and just rest it on the wet one. So here, there it goes. So, as you can see with the tool goes like that, and then it goes along. I don't look too bad. Right, so then the thing goes into the wall like that. You spear it down. It's not too bad, but what it does is sometimes it leaves a bit there. So what you need, get a wet cloth and just run your finger over it. Just move it down. That's where you want a wet cloth. It takes away that rough looking edges. Let's move it along. I mean, it's all right. You do feel like you're going over a little bit of work with it. It's not bad at all. If you're going to use it, what you want to do, if you're going to follow guidelines, maybe you can masking tape above as well. Alright, I'm gonna let that dry. Yeah, that's alright, that little tool. Yeah, it's left a nice little finish to it. Yeah, it's not bad. It was only about £7. I mean, like I said, use masking tape with it and stuff, but on the whole, it's not a bad little tool. It's quite nice. So we're just going to caulk along here. Remember, clean it off. Wet your little tool as well. Wet the tool, give it a clean. Remember, the tool is like your finger. So if that's all mucky, that's going to be mucky. And then the best thing to do, like I said, just get a wet finger, just smooth it down. The top bits, it leaves a little bit of top edge. Smooth it with your finger. It don't look too bad. Don't look too bad at all. Alright, so that's the finished. All looking nice. Pristine again for Crimbo, alright?